Colorful, sequel drag, predictable. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, people.
What kind of feeling? I'm high on.
I still don't like Marvel's title role. Not happy. Opening shot has Ego in his human form romancing an Earthling, Star-Lord's mum. There is something with bold letters just right at the center of the film. Right up your face. Audience is dumb, so there is need to throw some giant words right at them to unravel something. Yeah, right, we understand. What the f to look at? Baby Groot or the life-endangering action? I was enjoying it either ways. Guardians are fighting an alien monster while Baby Groot is grooving at the music, unaware of the events occurring at his back. Typical James Gunn. Part 1 was good. Part 2, okay. Huge kick-ass action and then they introduce new people. Did that statement help you remember something? Avengers 2. Guardians help the Sovereigns in order to get Nebula in their custody. Sovereigns are introduced who happen to have been inspired from Man of Steel's reproduction ideology. Rocket Raccoon steals from the Sovereigns and then they attack. Oh, the ridicule of all the characters, the antiques and stupidity of all the drastic conflicts. Rocket has issues with Peter because he is insecure and afraid, while Baby Groot hates Drax. The gang crash lands and Ego, Peter's father, comes to pick them up. On the other hand, Yondu meets his senior, Rambo, who exiles him for picking up young Peter Quill, as it was against the codes of the Ravagers. Yondu has a conflict now, so does the gang run away from the Sovereigns. Meanwhile, Yondu is hired by the Sovereigns to get Peter and his team back. The team divides. Peter goes with his father, Drax and Gamora follows him, while Nebula stays with Baby Groot and Rocket Raccoon. Mantis, who is Ego's sort of maid, displays the powers on the team and gives the movie a new plot. At least that's what it makes you believe into. But the character doesn't add anything to the story. Ravagers attack and the Rocket Raccoon has the best of his streaks, always. The action was exciting, entertaining and down straight awesome. Yondu's team turns on him and this time the film actually leveled on the creativity. Alienish creativity, the way they look. However, I wasn't still excited till this part of the movie. Ego narrates his story and I wanted to see more of it. I really wanted to, and once again Man of Steel's plot or style was piggybacked upon. Anyways, Yondu is experiencing mutiny and that too terrible. He is depressed, alone and sad. Nebula carries a goal from the first part, to be better than Gamora and kill Thanos. Everyone has some other goal except for the hero Starlord. The story so far. Guardians of the Galaxy stole something very important from someone very important. They hired Yondu. Peter found his dad. Yondu's team betrayed him. Up till now he was trying to lift his exile, but now he has a new problem. His team. Rocket wants to escape. Nebula wants a revenge. Rest of the lead characters, still no objective. Star-Lord rushed through his journey from hating his father to loving him. The prequel had emotions. The sequel does not. Until now. The movie is about touching the unresolved topics of the past and facing the consequences of their action. So Yondu escapes with Rocket's help and gets his loyal compatriot back. Yondu and Rocket strike a chord and learn that they are alike. Great light show, effects, loved the action and genocide. Gamora tries telling Peter that there's something fishy about Ego, but she fails, which is when Nebula attacks her and the girls bond over a fight. When Ego tells Peter what he's capable of, it felt like Dragon Ball Z. Goku training Gohan. Enlightenment. Ego actually makes Peter feel enlightened. He shows him or reveals him the meaning of life. Meanwhile, the sisters discover Ego's nasty secret. Rocket Raccoon and the rest of the team are hyper jumping, which is when they happen to cross a Watchers meeting, wherein Stanley is narrating them a story. There is a theory where it says that Stanley is one of the Watchers of the MCU. Ego now reveals his truth and hypnotizes Peter. Dragon Ball Z just turned into Devil's Advocate. The same thing where Devil tricks his son to give him power so that he can make the earth a living hell. Ego stabs Star-Lord with a power who can make him a living battery. Yondu and others are on the way, but Ego has already started taking over the universe. As Peter learns that Ego intentionally killed his mother, he snaps out of it and destroys Ego with his laser and power. When Ego reformed his body, it looked a lot like Dr. Manhattan. So now Peter has a motive. Meanwhile, Sovereigns are here. The gang has a plan, as suggested Mantis to blow Ego's core, that is his brain. However, they all depend upon Baby Groot to activate the bomb. As Ego wakes up from Mantis' hypnosis, everything goes down to hell. He captures every single living being on that planet. Baby Groot is crushed and he whimps and lets out a cry. It was like, ah moment. That was just too cute of a moment. The kind of creativity and innovation showed here made me more excited to watch Infinity Wars. If Ego can do this, then imagine what Thanos could do. Good stuff. When Ego became the planet's face, it reminded me of the legends of the Hidden Temple. Ego just showed his godly planet-sized incredible powers. He catches and pins down everyone on him. It was the most awesome moment when Starlord realizes his power and takes down Ego. God versus God, Hercules versus Zeus. Peter Quill, Starlord, officially became my most favorite superhero of MCU. The show of powers was brilliant. Almost like a better version of Man of Steel. But then again, you as an audience will connect to it if there is a human factor to it. Man of Steel lost his connection when Superman was fighting that octopus thingy. Same thing happened when Guardians of the Galaxy were fighting a planet. No human factor to relate to. It got backed as Ego formed his human self to fight Peter, and between all the seriousness and awesomeness, they had to introduce Pac-Man. You had the tempo. You shouldn't have ruined it. They just had to marvel overdo it. Petty jokes always are not necessary. No. It was like a Green Lantern moment. In the end, Peter sacrifices his immortality by killing his biological father. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 does succeed in delivering a serious emotional touch with Yondu's death, who sacrifices himself to save Peter. Peter Quill really is a superhero. He lost both his dads and also his mom. The cry was a death cry. My eyes were moist. If Peter would have carried it a tar bit further, I would have loved it, maybe even cried a little. So the movie wasn't really interesting till the end. The action was supremely superb. Loved the lights, colors and special effects. That was the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 for me. How good was the movie? I'll give it 1 yawn. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Have you seen it? Go watch it, love it, enjoy it and tell me what you think about it. Give me opinions in the comment section. If you like the video, hit like and subscribe for more. Thank you.